Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Nittany Lions will move the sticks. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Webb. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch and he's brought down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They get to him as he throws. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The jet sweep pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of a spot.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Derek.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion. It goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker, a corner, or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. On the ground, it's Everett. At the 45, on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't...
The expressway is wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's looking deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown!
I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. He's looking to throw it. He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right?
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Hunter. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it from the gun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Texas offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He looks that one in nicely. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The give from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Hunter. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, Dave, and hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. You know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback will audible. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting? Just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw it again. Right on target this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The short hands, it's Webb. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Knocked off his feet.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 21, Penn State 16.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man, it's Hunter. They're bringing heat. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at Gives him the big stiff arm. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 25.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away. Slings it downfield. Fires and picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Hunter. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for more room. Attack. Touchdown, Penn State! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 10 over Ball State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up.
Afterburners coming. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
He's going to take off, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the...
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's what I'm talking about. What a clutch play. You had to have a play on defense. You needed to get the ball back to your offense, forcing the interception, forcing them to throw the football late in the game. Nice job by this defense. Let's give the offense a turn.
They'll throw it on 1st down. On the run, still looking. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I...
Going over the top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. The Longhorns hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hunter. And as he throws, he can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now.